Good afternoon, everybody. Today we have a very, very special interview. This is an interview that I've wanted to do for a long time. I've been talking to you to say that we are going to find out more about our history, about chiefs, and a little bit more about our beautiful country, Zambia. You know, there's a cardinal question that everybody asks at one time or the other in their lives. The question is, where do I come from? Well, you're lucky today. We are going to start to tell you a little bit about the history of Zambia. So in Zambia, we've got five major tribes. These are the Bembas, the Lozis, the Tongas, the Chewas or the Nyanjas, and there's one more, I think it's the Luvales. There are five major tribes. So I belong to one major tribe, which is the Bemba tribe. So we are going to talk to you about the history of chiefs of the Bemba people and a little bit more about cultures of the Bembas. So with me, I have the famous Ranakulubupe or Monica, who has been there. She's going to tell us a little bit of history from her own perspective of the Bemba people. Ranakulubupe, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Like I explained in my introduction, today we are going to talk about the chiefs of the Bemba people, which makes up also part of the history of the Bembas. Like I said, everybody wants to know where they came from. So we are starting with the Bembas, but we'll go through all the major tribes of Zambia. So I believe you were born in a village.
Yes, I was born in a village,
What was the name of the village?
Makeni village, which was for my grandfather.
Okay, you were born in Mayani village.
Mm.
That was when? Which year?
1941,
1941.
28th March.
1941. Oh, wow. Okay. And I believe you come from the royal family. Do you?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Okay. How are you related to the royal family?
My mother was married
Mm-hmm.
to the son of Chief Nkolemfu.
Oh, Chief Nkole Fumu.
Yes,
Aha.
who was the third out of those who came from
The royal family.
Kola.
Okay. So you come from the royal family, and that is through Chief Nkole Fumu. But what was the name? I believe your father was also a chief. What was his name?
He was Kangwa Nkolemfu,
Okay.
baptized Abraham Kangwa Nkolemfu.
Okay. And he eventually became a chief.
He
eventually became a chief.
He became a chief, yes.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
What was the name? What was his name when he became a chief?
When he became a chief, he was called Chief Tungati.
Chief Tungati.
And was posted from Kasama to Luwingu.
Okay. So you have lived in the palace?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so what was it like in the palace? Living under the chief in the palace in those days, that was the 1940s. What was it like in the palace?
It was a very interesting life.
Mm-hmm.
Because when my daddy was appointed chief,
yes,
and became Chief Tungati,
mm-hmm.
and all the ceremonies were done,
Uh-huh.
then he was escorted to Luwingu,
Mm-hmm.
to a place called Tungati.
Oh, there are even actually ceremonies that are
Yes,
done.
yes,
Elaborate.
yes.
Ah, okay. So next time we need to talk about these ceremonies, but for today we want to focus on the chiefs. Yeah.
Then when he was there, he was not among the Bembas as such. But those members who were sent with the chiefs who were ruling there before him, as to protect him, to advise the chief, to do all sorts of things. They got married and began producing the members who mixed with the tribe they found there, called the Ush tribe.
Okay. And just a little bit about you living in the palace. There were servants, or is it servants or workers doing work for you? And what was the daily life like?
When he shifted and began living as a chief,
Yes.
he was commanded to marry more wives
Okay.
so that they can be able to attend to a number of visitors who were visiting the chief.
Okay. So your father had many wives.
Yes, he came with his one wife
Who is your mother?
who was my mother before he became a chief. When he became a chief, he was told to marry more women so that they can attend to the visitors
To
who
the
visited
palace.
In the palace.
Wow, people. 6 wives in a palace. Let's continue listening. Well, people, very interesting about the royal family. It's not only the royal families that we read about, we also have royal families. And I give you a challenge. Find out a little bit more about where you come from, your history, your chiefs, and so forth. Okay, so Banakulubupe. Now we come. I can see that you have a bit of knowledge on chiefs and so forth because you were there. You were born in a village and you lived in a palace and you understood a little bit about what was going on. So in the Bemba land, what is the structure like in terms of the traditional leadership, the chiefs, and so forth? What's the structure like?
When these 3 big chiefs came,
there are 3 big chiefs. Because we don't know, you need to tell us that there are 3 chiefs, 3 main chiefs. Yes.
And there are 2 sisters.
Okay.
Chief Chitimukulu, Chief Mwamba, Chief Nkolemfumu, Chanda Mukulu.
That's the sister.
She's also a chief.
She's also a chief.
And Mukukamfumu.
Mukukamfumu.
She's also a chief.
People, 3 main chiefs. Chitimukulu, Mwamba,
and Nkolemfumu.
They are actually brothers.
They are brothers.
And you said the firstborn was Chitimukulu, followed by
Mwamba,
and then
Nkolemfumu.
Then they had 2 sisters by the name of
Chanda
Mukulu and
Mukukamfumu.
So those are the main chiefs of the Bembas. We'll get into the history a bit later, but just to know that these are the main chiefs. Firstborn, Chitimukulu, and this is now in the modern day the paramount chief. So from that level, what's the next level?
Paramount Chief Chitimukulu had to be protected by his young brothers.
Okay.
So Mwamba was given a part of Bembaland where he was guarding Chief Chitimukulu.
Okay.
To see that they don't reach Chief Chitimukulu in that area where he was.
If they are enemies.
The enemies.
Yes.
Then Chief Nkolemfumu was also given another part, and a big part where he was to be the protector of Chief Chitimukulu. Then Nkolemfumu. So they surrounded their elder brother.
Okay.
And they added their sisters. They gave them pieces of area, big areas where they lived. Chanda Mukulu and Mukukamfumu.
Okay. So are these pieces still there? Are these parts, do they still have the same names in the modern day?
Yes, they do.
So if you go to the northern province, you will find Kolemfumu. I think I've heard about that one. You'll find Chitimukulu area. You'll find the Chief Mwamba's area. And
Chanda Mukulu
and
Mukukamfumu.
Okay, that's very interesting. The chief and the brothers and sisters. And is there another layer?
Yes, there is a layer.
Yes.
Because there is a Chief Chikwanda on the east who guarded Chief Chitimukuru from that area.
Okay.
Chief Chikwanda was one of them, but I am not clear whether he was a cousin or a straight brother in another woman.
Okay. Okay, no, that one we can always research. But you are saying there was also Chief Chikwanda. What about their sons or their nephews? Do they also have that royal connection?
They did have, because those children who were born from these 5 chiefs,
Yes.
including Chikwanda, I can say 6.
Yeah.
They had to be given also big areas of land.
Yeah.
Where there were a lot of villages.
Yes.
Which they were controlling.
Okay.
And those big areas of the Bemba land.
Yes.
These chiefs, they are what you call those who say uncle, what do you call them?
You can even say it in Bemba. We can translate.
Abe Pwababo.
Okay, nephews.
The children of their sisters.
Yes. Were
also given portions where they ruled, surrounding their uncle.
Okay. All right. Now, when you say they were in charge or controlling, what sort of things were they doing? What is taking control of the area? What matters did they preside over?
One, immediately they reached those areas where they posted them.
Yes.
They were taken by senior people they found there. What do we call them? Senior people who were looking after the interest of the chief in that area. So when they received a new chief, they made a plan to take him round his boundaries. Okay. So that he knew how many villages he had in that boundary of his. And he controlled that boundary by telling them what to do. And because that time the Basungu had already come.
The white people.
The white people.
Yes.
The main thing they wanted from the chiefs was to collect taxes.
Okay.
So they registered those people in those villages.
Okay.
By each headman,
yes,
he registered all the people in his village.
Okay.
And then those people were told to pay taxes, but they were not getting the cash. They would just be told a messenger will come from the Boma to come and get taxi from here at the chief's place.
Okay.
So people were taking the money to so-called the secretary of the chief. And this secretary registered these people in that area. And the messenger from the Boma came and collected that cash.
Okay. Okay, people, a lot of interesting questions there. I'm wondering whether they were paying hard cash or they were paying in kind. but we'll get to that. Well, people,
Pleasure.
you can see there are a lot of issues that we might want to ask, but in the interest of time, I'll go through the main issues and then maybe have a part 2 or a part 3, depending upon what we'll be finding out. So now, Mom, I'd like to find out more about the history. These chiefs, is it the Chief Chitimukulu and the brothers and the sisters, where did they come from? And I would also like to know about how did you know about the history of where they came from? How was it taught and so forth? Maybe you could just explain on that issue.
In those days, every evening, when women finished cooking and their husbands were busy eating musaka, the women gathered at a certain place, at a certain house.
Okay, in Saka is a round hut where people sit, like a chalet. Okay.
So the women would gather together, and their children are sitting beside their mothers.
Yes.
And then they were telling stories.
Okay.
So the children from time to time would ask, Mommy, where do we come from? Then one of the women will go into history.
Yes.
And explain how we came there. Then the other child will ask, Mommy, how did we come to this village? Then they will explain how they came to this village. Why is our village like this? Then they will explain, we were taught that each house must have animals which they are able to keep, or must have something to do which will sustain them. For example, we are the hunters, whom we call the Wafundi.
Yes.
Then we are the fishermen, whom we call the Abalondo, Vesavi. Then we are the people who are making baskets. We are the people who are making pounding mortars. We are people who are making pots. Inongo. And all sorts of things like that.
During our discussion, you were saying that there were also people who used to sing.
I'm coming there.
Yes.
Then, in certain days, they were getting together to make the chief happy.
Okay.
So we are the Ingomba.
Okay.
Who were going to sing to the chief, sing songs of praise, praising him, encouraging him, making him happy.
Okay. So Ingomba means the people who sing for the chief.
They can even sing just to entertain themselves.
Okay.
In their own houses.
So Ingomba are people who sing.
People who sing by themselves,
yes.
Singing about a certain history or a happening or something which is being done in the village.
Okay.
Okay. Then we had the other singers who were women. Women were not allowed to be Ngomba. They were singing when working, when pounding, when grinding the mill, and when they every time they are working, and an happy woman will not complain to the husband, but she will complain through the songs. Okay. So and if she's very happy, she will show happiness through the songs.
Okay. So now we want to hear this history, which was being taught as stories when they are sitting Musaka, or sometimes you listen to the songs by Ngomba. So now, what is this history? Where did the Bemba people come from?
The biggest history was about where we came from.
Yes.
We were taught that we come from Kola.
Kola?
And this Kola today is called Congo.
Congo. Oh.
Congo. So when Chief Mukulumpe,
Yes.
who was the father of those five chiefs
Yes.
who were now ruling us,
Yes.
these children came from Mukulumpe, called Kola. Today you are saying Congo.
Okay.
What happened is this.
Mm-hmm.
The chief wanted to see, Chief Mukulumpe wanted to see how the children sleep in their mother's wombs.
Mm-hmm.
People protested, no. He said, no. I wanted to know where my children come from.
Oh.
So he operated his wife.
While she was awake?
She was awake. Well, there was no, what do you call this today?
Surgeons.
That medicine.
Yes, the medicine that makes somebody
numb.
anesthesia, something.
Anesthesia.
Yeah.
It was not there at that time.
Okay.
So they operated her.
So the chief opened the stomach of the wife. Oof.
He asked the people to do that.
Okay.
And the people, those days, had to obey.
Yes.
If you don't obey the chief, you want to die.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
Okay.
So they obeyed, and they opened the mother of Chitimukulu, Inkole Mfumu, Mwamba, Chanda Mukulu, and Mukukamfu.
Mm-hmm.
When they opened her, she died, of course.
Of course.
And the baby died.
The babies also died.
So Chitimukulu and Mwamba and Inkole Mfumu were very upset.
Okay.
Now they said, we can't revenge. If we revenge, they will also kill us.
Yeah.
So the best way is just to leave this man and go and live somewhere far away from him. So that is how they go organize their trip.
Okay, that's a very important point. We need to just stop there. How the chiefs came to move from the Congo to Zambia. Ladies and gentlemen, a very interesting story there, and you've heard how the oral history was spread through songs, through storytelling. So these stories were being told all the time so that people don't forget them. So Vanakolobupe, you can continue from where we left. We said the sons of the chiefs, they were not happy, so they decided to do what?
They decided to leave that place.
Okay.
And in those days, there were no roads to follow. So they followed Congo River.
Mm-hmm.
They said, we shall go where this river comes from.
Okay.
And stay there, far away from this cruel father of ours.
Okay. Crazy father.
So they organized themselves, following Congo River to where it came from.
Okay.
So as they were moving, they passed through where it passed until they reached Bangweulu.
Okay.
And there in Bangweulu, they found the people scattered. There were not many. So they left Bangweulu, followed because when it was in Congo, which is Kola at that time, when they reached the boundary, the name of the river changed from Congo to Luapula. Luapula River, meaning a river which passes through a lake.
Okay. Luapula, Kupula.
Kupula mu, it passed through Lake Bangweulu.
See where the name Luapula comes from? The river which in Bemba we say Kupula. So Luapula. All right.
It passed through Luangwa, Bangweulu. So when they reached Bangweulu, they wanted to see how big this river, this lake was.
Yeah.
So they went through the east, where the they found some tribes. They conquered them. The tribes like the Bisa tribe were staying there, and who knew the history of this lake, and the Ushi people, and what is his tribe, this one?
The Easterners, people from the East.
They were Bisa.
Oh, Bisa. The people from Ruapula.
Ushi, the people from Ruapula, all those surrounding the lake, Bangwewu. They conquered them and left them. Conquered them and left them.
There was a part which you talked about earlier about the sisters. Where do the sisters come in?
Oh, they came with them from after a day's walk from the palace. From the palace, which, what is Mkulumpe?
Yes.
When Mkulumpe saw that these children, they are going to take my girls.
When you saw that the sons had left.
Yes. He said, they are going to take my girls. How shall I protect my girls from being taken by Chiti and his friends?
Yes.
So they went to the house of these girls and fenced them.
Okay, his daughters.
And then they put bells all around the fence. And then when they had finished, they put these two girls in there.
Okay.
But people told Chiti that if you want to go with your sisters, you must do A, B, C, D. Because your fathers protected them like A, B, C, D.
They have put bells all around.
The bells all around. If you try to enter there, the bells will ring.
Yeah.
So they said, no problem. They also took cotton wool, put in all the bells.
Okay.
So that when they touched the bell, it was not moving.
Okay.
So they took their sisters with them. Because after one day's journey, they sent people to go and steal their sisters.
Okay. But what was the reason? Why did they want to go with their sisters?
They want, because if a Bemba male goes by himself, the Bemba tribe would disappear.
Okay, you're saying that it's a matrilineal society.
Yes, because the one whom they recognize is the one who is born from a woman. The one born from a man, they say maybe the woman misbehaved.
Maybe she went, the father to the man is not the father to the child. Okay, so it's an important point here. The Bemba tribe is matrilineal. So the descendants should come from the females from the royal family, not from the males. And the reason is that for the females, they are able to know that these people have the genes, the royal genes. From the males, they are not sure whether the children belong to their brother or their son or to a different person who is not in the royal family. So matrilineal society, take note of that. It was important for the sons of the chief to carry their sister so that their lineage or their lineage, the royal blood, continues. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So they managed to get
their two sisters, Chanda Mukulu and Mukukamfum, and they escaped with them.
Okay.
Then they found the brothers. The brothers said, if we have to be able to know where we are going and where we are coming from, we must follow Congo River. I don't know what Congo River was at the time. So they followed it. When Congo River reached the northern province, it changed the name to Luapula. So they followed Luapula until they reached Bangwewu.
Okay, so we can look at the map. I'm sure we'll be able to see where they were passing. Yes.
So that Luapula, they went around on the northern side until they found a river which was coming. That's why they even called it Luapula.
Yes.
When that river Chambesh reached Bangwewu, Then they said, we shall follow where this river comes from.
Okay.
So that river changed the name. It became Chambesh.
Chambesh. Wow, wow. There's Congo River, and then Wapula, and Bangweuru, and then Chambesh. Okay.
So they traveled along Chambesh until they reached the northern part, which was near Tanzania. And there they found a tribe called the Mambwes, and Mambwe, what is the other one?
Mambwe?
The Mambwes and the...
is it, anyway, let's proceed. When you remember it.
I will remember, I will let you know. So those were conquered.
Is it Namwanga?
Namwanga.
Okay.
Mambwes and the Namwangas. They were conquered. And then they became their subjects.
Yeah.
So the chief Chitimukulu was now installed there, where they had seen the river Chambeshi started there. So Chief Chitimukulu should be here, and he stayed there. Okay. How they came to have the name Abena Ngwena, I cannot explain. But there is a story which makes the Bembas celebrate what we say Pangwena.
So for those of you who know that story, please, in the comments, you can give us a story, Avena Ngwena. There's an interesting part before we take a break. Who conquered who? Did these tribal cousins, the people from the east? Did the Bembas conquer the Easterners, or Easterners conquer the Bembas? That's a very interesting topic. Please tell us, what is the truth?
The Ngonis crossed Zambesi. And when they crossed Zambesi, they actually conquered those tribes who were near Zambesi.
Yes.
Like the Tongas, the Ilas,
Isn't it sufficient just to say the tribes were near?
They are the tribes who were in their line coming to northern province.
Yes.
Because the head of Chief Chitimuku, they wanted to conquer him.
Okay.
And be the ones to be on top of everybody in this area.
Yes. So what happened? Easterners, listen, what happened?
So when the Easterners reached Chitimukul, they attacked. But when the brothers and his sons, who were chiefs, and Mwamba and Chitimukul head, they organized themselves. So during the night, they began digging big ditches.
Yes.
Put sticks there, weak sticks, and put soil and put leaves, dry leaves there, so that the Ngonis didn't know. So they surrounded the whole area. When the Ngonis were coming, not rushing to go and attack, they all went. And in these ditches, they put things like spears,
sharp, okay,
so that when this thing dropped, they were killed.
Okay.
So most of them died because of that. Because they put where they knew this is a place they can pass. This is a place they can pass. This. So during the night, they were digging and taking away that soil, so that they don't come and ask, what is this soil for? They will hide it, cover it with grass or leaves. So they came saying, oh, there is the village, let us go and attack. So many died like that. So that the few reached were not able to conquer the Bembas. The Bembas conquered them. So the Ngonis surrendered. He said, no, we surrender.
Okay.
And to show that we have surrendered, give us one of your sisters. We wanted to marry her so that we can produce clever children like you.
Okay.
So that's how they drifted, coming now to Chief Bwalia. Then they went to this northern part of Chipata.
Crossed over to the eastern part of the country. Yes.
They crossed now not the river.
That time there were no borders, so they just went across like that. Yeah.
I don't know. They
from the northern to the eastern side of Zambia. Yeah.
Because what they were doing, they were waiting until during dry season, when the rivers, the water was not so much.
Yes.
Some stones were shooting out, so they could walk on the stones and go to the other side.
Okay, my people from the east, you have heard what happened. Huh? Who conquered who? I'll not comment, but you've heard for yourselves. Okay, we'll move on to the next part.
Before you move on, the disadvantage of the Ngonis, all their wives died. So they remained men who came to Zambia, who had to marry the tribe they found there. So that tribe diluted the men who came from south.
Yes, from the Zulu
because
kingdom.
the wives teach the custom,
Yes.
which creates the tribe.
Yeah.
They came and married the Tumbukas when they left Chitimuku.
Okay.
So their customs they came with
from the Zulu land
were diluted.
Okay. People, you can see the story is becoming very interesting. What happened in history? This is oral history. And the thing about our history, most of the history is written from a Western perspective. We want you to hear history from what I would say the horse's mouth, from the people who were there, who were told the oral history. So we move on to the next part.